What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 31st episode of Sports Talk with me, your girl, Whitney B. Now, I have a short one. I have a quick announcement to make. I wanted to announce it on the show first for you guys. Before I put out a formal announcement, we are finally moving live, guys. I know I've been saying it since the very first show, and honestly, I've meant it, but this is the show. This is the day. We are finally moving live, so this is exciting. So this is my last pre-recorded show, guys. Sports Talk with Whitney B, episode 31. So without further ado, let's get this show started. And again, welcome into the 31st episode of Sports Talk, guys. This again is the last pre-recorded show. The other day, I was actually listening to my very first episode, and I was thinking, wow, just how far I've come. I'm not sure if you guys have heard it yet, or if you get some time, because it's been a while. It's been months. So if you get some time, go back to that very first episode of Sports Talk with Whitney B. The music in the background was low. The volumes, it was just different. So I'm just happy to see genuinely how far I've come. And, just to know it's more, on the up and up for me. And so I'm just excited. Today it's not going to be a long show, guys. I'm going to touch on some things. I'm going to get out of here because I'm still actually preparing to finally go live next week for season 2, episode 1. That is so exciting. Okay, you know what? Let's just start with the horrible Lions loss. Where was this team going, y'all? What are we doing at this point? I don't even understand. It's just so much to talk about because as a fan, I'm looking like, what's going on with this team that I love so much, that I know and love so much. Then I'm like, I watched all the post-game show interviews, or a few of them. I didn't watch all of them. I watched a few of them, and it's like the players are like, the coaches can't want it more than us, and blah, blah. Like, what is going on then? Like, Dan Campbell and his team, like, we might as well get out there and suit up, in other words. Like, we want it so bad, and, at this point, he don't know. The players... I mean, it's not like Dan Campbell has lost his locker room, but if you watch that game, you can definitely see that team gave up. They were almost shut out. Only touchdown score was by the rookie, Jefferson. He literally have not played since preseason. He get in the game, and he replaces Jamal Williams as much as he can. He was out with injury, and to be honest, everybody is so Team Swift, and I'm one of these people too. But when it comes to our run game, that's all Jamal Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, Swift, he can do it. He's scoring, but he's doing more and being more of a playmaker out of the backfield. Like, out of the slot. He's catching those quick passes from Goff, and he's getting some yards. He's not getting it in the run game for us, and Philadelphia proved it. They shut him down. Swift was doing barely nothing. The receivers, Hockenson can do so much. These young guys had to step up. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he got a few catches, and it was okay. But that was it. It was okay. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm not saying I'm giving up, but I'm honestly not so much steering shy of 0-17 Lions. To be the first team, especially the very first year they add that last game, to be the first team to actually hit 0-17, it's not looking not likely for the Lions, if I could say that. Broken sentences and all. It's becoming very, very much I don't know. And it's like, I want to say Jared Goff got to do better, but it's not just on Goff. Like that O line looked atrocious. And they can only do so much. Goff has to also learn how to throw the ball. You don't have 5 minutes in the pocket. For one, this is not the Rams, and even then you didn't have that much time. Yeah, you had more time, but this isn't that team. I mean, what did Goff expect, or what did he know about the Lions before he got here? Because clearly he's playing like, I don't know. And what's crazy, y'all, remember I was saying week 5 in the NFL was the week for the kickers? Well, week 8 was the week for the backup quarterbacks. It was like all of the backup quarterbacks won their games. And where the hell was Blau? You had the Saints beat the Bucks. Jameis Winston out hurt. They had to put in Trevor Siemian, won, beat Tom Brady. Cooper Rush on Dallas. I mean, who expected Dallas to go into Minnesota and win? That crowd was electric. Honey, I could barely go to sleep. I was so tired. I said, this game, you know what, to be honest, I finally said, I'm just going to cut the TV off. Because what I did not want to do was watch an upset. Yes, I was rooting for Dallas because we need every team in our division to lose. They all need to be losers, and clearly Green Bay is not losing. They just took out Kyler Murray. I told y'all that last week. I told y'all, Kyler Murray, went right into Arizona, won. Good game. Very good Thursday night football game. But the rest of these teams in the division, if we got to lose, they got to lose too. And luckily for the Lions, they all lost. Not so much so because they still have winning games. Chicago has still won. And Chicago was coming into Detroit on Thanksgiving. And I've heard a few times, oh, that might be the only game the Lions win. I mean, I hope. You know, this is the bye week this week. And to be honest, they don't need it. The only positive about this week is the fact that they don't have a game, right? They don't have a game. They still need their ass in practice, and they need 3-a-day practices, like I said 2 weeks ago. Like, I don't care what it is. Dan Campbell have to do something. No, we're not calling for his job, but Dan, do something. And I'm going to just leave it right there. Do something. How you spell something, slow it down, sound it out, something. Y'all, my heart was broke this weekend as well when Michigan took that L. How are you up 16 and lose? I mean, it just, Mel Tucker proved himself really to be the better coach. This is why you're seeing people say LSU want Mel Tucker, USC want Mel Tucker. But Mel Tucker might as well stay put where he's at. Why? Because for one, he wasn't even their first choice when it came to selecting a new head coach. For him to come in and take that program, not only the program, but the culture of East Lansing, and turn it around and turn them into a winning program is phenomenal. My husband, we were a little worried that Michigan might be knocked out of the top 10, but no. They're still a top 10 team according to AP. Thank God. Michigan State has moved up to number 5, and Michigan is number 9. Ohio State is down to number 6. Imagine that. Michigan State over Ohio State. Oh, Michigan State is going to have to go into Ohio State's territory and win. Can they do it? I'm not sure. The way they playing over there, Ohio State, I mean, I hope Michigan State and University of Michigan beat Ohio State. The chances and the odds with Mel Tucker's team, okay, they have a good chance. Jim Harbaugh, I'm not sure. What I do feel like is both teams have a possibility of beating Penn State. They're already beat up on. It's like their level of play is down. Ever since the quarterback went out, I believe that was the second game against Iowa. He's back now, but I don't know. I don't know what to say about Penn State. I think both teams have a chance at doing it. When it comes to Ohio State again, I'm not sure. I do think that Michigan State, those may be the only two teams that will give both of them a headache at this point. The Michigan game is over. Michigan State is over. I think that outside of those two games, both teams could win out. But who's really going to take that Big Ten title? I believe it could be Michigan State. I've been telling y'all this since the beginning. And it doesn't make me feel weird to not go or root for Michigan, because at this point you have to take yourself out of fan mode and put yourself in journalist mode. And that's what I keep trying to tell myself. Like, it's okay. Diehard Michigan fan to the day I die. I even said that in my first episode when I was laughing about it, because I started in the middle of March Madness. It's just been a long road of learning, growing, and accepting things for what they are. I'm excited Michigan basketball is starting back up. Speaking of basketball, y'all, the Pistons, I don't know. I guess they doing what people expect them to do. Cade Cunningham did make his debut last week, and they won. But after that, I mean, what? Like, I it's like our teams, like, we have the culture, we have the fan base. For some odd reason, Detroit fans are so relentless and loyal to all of these teams, Red Wings, Tigers, Lions, Pistons, which is fine. Fine. It's okay to be a fan, but damn, what are y'all giving us? At least the Red Wings is doing some, the captain, he making shots in overtime, win the game, goal. Thank you, Dylan Larkin. But I mean, come on, guys. Like, we have to step up. We do. I mean, Tigers is looking like they're moving along. I saw something where Miggy was telling Justin Verlander, come back. Come on back. What else you got to do? Come on back, Justin. But the Atlanta Braves won. I believe it's at the fourth title, the World Series, the fourth one they've won in franchise history, and this is the first title they've had in over 20 years, or about 20 years. So shout out to Atlanta. They doing it. That was a long World Series. Not quite long, but baseball been on so long, y'all. I remember, let me tell you like this. I started in March. I believe baseball started going on, but Tigers opening day was that very next week. It was April 1st. I dressed as a tiger. It was fun, my second show. It's November, and baseball just ended. This is why they get paid so much, though, because they're working the whole year, basically. So, I mean, shout out to Atlanta. Sorry, Houston. Jalen Green probably shook some voodoo on them because of his negative comments about Detroit. No, all them Houston teams is struggling. Boo. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see Michigan State play basketball. I'm excited to see Michigan play basketball anyway. Coach Juwan Howard, he's moving into his second season with the team, and it's a lot. Like, he put a lot on his shoulders last season. He did good. The team, went through the tournament and everything, and they didn't win, but they made it pretty far, I believe, through the Final Four, and let's just hope they get there again. When it comes to Michigan State, I'm just still on the fence. Like, I'm still not sold that the players are sold on Izzo's way of play. Like, this isn't the 90s anymore. This isn't the early 2000s. This isn't even the same generation for nothing. Let's take sports out of it. I don't know about this new generation. I just don't. I don't. This is an entitled, spoiled group of kids who grew up on social media. So they already living in their phones, and we might as well call it virtual reality. I don't know. So I'm just not so, I don't know who sold. But we'll see if the players are, Because I remember last time that player, when he grabbed his arm up and we was all like, wait a minute, he did that on film. Like, So we'll see how far that go, y'all. But the rivalry between Michigan and Michigan State is over. Michigan State keeps the Paul Bunyan Trophy. Mel Tucker is going to go down in history as the first coach to beat Michigan in his first 2 games. His rookie year. His first year and his second year. Went into Michigan, won. Michigan came there, won. I mean, we'll see what happens next season, but I mean, what do y'all think? And everybody talking about fire Harbaugh. Like, who we gonna replace him with right now? Like, he's done what he came there to do, which was put the team back to where they were. But which coach can we really come in to win these big games? I mean, at the end of the day, I know Michigan and Michigan State is a big game, very big rivalry game. But for Mel Tucker, too, you got to beat Ohio State. You got to beat Penn State. Like, be this powerhouse. Yes, 8-0 is good, but it's only good when you play mediocre teams. Like, we want to see the big games being won. And it's at this point, yeah, John Harbaugh isn't showing as much as Mel Tucker, but what or who do you guys think could be that staple for the University of Michigan? Who gonna come in and do it? Tom Brady? He's still playing for the Bucks. He can't do it. Because that's what they want, a Michigan man. And the only other Michigan man I can think that would be capable of turning that program into something would be Tom. And he's still trying to get some more rings in the NFL. I don't know, y'all. Moving on along. So we've been talking a lot about Deshaun Watson. Just again, over my time of growth, this show started when the first allegations of Deshaun Watson was first brewing. Guys, like, wow. It's been so long. So months and months and months we're still talking about Deshaun Watson. Well, Houston is not letting him go, to be honest. We was talking about Miami. Miami is what would have been the ideal place. They're going through it with Tua Tagovailoa. He's injury prone, but the coach came out yesterday and said Tua is his guy. I don't care what the rumors is saying. That's my man, $100,000. I'm sticking with him. Ain't no trades. I was like, okay. So what's going on with Watson? Nothing. Trade deadline yesterday, nothing. Crickets. He's still going to be getting paid to be QB3 for the Texans. The Texans. See, I'm in the virtual reality too, y'all. But he's still going to be QB3 for the Texans. And I don't know. I feel a lot of ways for Watson because I don't know. It's like it makes you want legal matters to just go. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you accuse me. Let's get this over with. Either I'm guilty, I'm innocent, whatever we got to do to prove it. But it drags on, like, and to be honest, wouldn't we love for everything to be like a Law and Order case? It's like somebody do something, they catch them, they in court, they go to jail. They never drag it out like 2 years later. It's never like that. Why can't life be like that? Like, this man literally is sitting on the bench. I mean, he getting paid. So I guess it's nothing but this all comes out after he expresses his want to leave. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not making it. Like, what if the Lions did something like that to Matthew Stafford? It would be super hard to catch him up in some allegations because Matthew Stafford's wife, she don't look like she played that. You know what I'm saying? Not Kelly. But the man wanted out. His teammates, remember J.J. Watt was apologizing to him in the post game, like, I'm sorry, Deshaun, we're letting you down. And next thing you know, boom, here come the allegations, and then the representation of the women is from the owner's neighbor, friend, or something like it. None of it makes sense, and all of it is really, oh, my nail is snagging, and all of it is really like questionable. I guess it's questionable. So I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is Watson is still gonna be with Houston until I guess they figure it out. I told you guys, I reported it. He will not be disposed until after the Super Bowl. He can't talk about it. He won't go to court and be on the stand until after the end. So I guess we will see in February. And that probably will be my next Deshaun Watson update at that time because, what are we talking about? He's sitting on the bench. He's not doing nothing. So this is where we at, y'all. In worse news, the Las Vegas Raiders, they just dealing with it. Okay, so they did win that game last week, but first it was all the drama with the coach. Gruden is out. He made them. The email scandal came out, and it's just a lot to that. Well, early yesterday morning, one of the players, the wide receiver, Henry Riggs, he was involved in a drunk driving crash where it's seeming reported he was driving a Corvette. It crashed into the back of a RAV4. The RAV4 caught on fire, and the driver or someone in the RAV4 was pronounced deceased at the scene. Henry did stay on the scene, and officers are investigating. They felt like he was impaired, so the Raiders did release a statement. I'm going to read it for you guys word for word. The Raiders are aware of the incident involving Henry Ruggs. I'm sorry, I said Riggs. Ruggs III that occurred this morning in Las Vegas. We are devastated by the loss of life, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the victim's family. We are in the process of gathering information, and we will have no further comment at this time. Now, the Raiders is quick to get in front of everything. Remember, they put out a statement before Gruden. This young man, Henry Ruggs, is 22. Right, really entering into his second year of real adulthood. The mere fact that he's in the league and all of this puts a spotlight more on these players. Anyway, and then you go out and you ruin your life by drinking and driving when it is so easy for these men to, call an Uber, Lyft, or whatever, or just get a driver, designated driver. Somebody that'll drive you or whatever when you feel the need to want to celebrate and all of that. It's not worth throwing away your career. Now you're facing felony time. I believe it said 2 to 20 years. Like, your career is done. Like, you know what? I was just about to say, have we not learned anything from Brett Reed? But you know what? No, because Brett was in a whole bunch of trouble up until his little incident. It's like these people feel like they're isolated from the law or something. I don't know. But this is definitely not the time. In the middle of what's going on with the team trying to reestablish its culture, its form, I don't know. My heart goes out to the victim. Every day I really had to pray when I get in my car just to take my daughter to school and everything. Lord, please protect me. Please, when my husband and everybody go out. One thing about me, if you know me, we talk on the phone and we cool and everything. One thing I'm going to always tell you at the end of the conversation is be careful. You could be sitting at home, but once you leave out your door, it's just that small little prayer. And I mean it. I have family members, every time you'd be like, be careful, because be careful. For real, because you just never know. And it's not even on you. I'm sure the person in the RAV4 didn't think they was going to be slammed in the back of. In that case, they would have pulled over. It's just, we got to do better, y'all. We really do. We really do. And with that, I'm done for today. I'm excited because next week we're going live. I got a lot of preparing to do, but as always, y'all, please, please, please shop Sports Talk with Whitney B on mywhitneyb.com/shop. That's mywhitneyb.com/shop. And as always, please check us out under the Rocky Road Media umbrella. Rocky Road Productions is a broadcast. Rocky Road Productions is where broadcast media is glamorous, guys. So please, we have fun over there. Check us out this week. Today, actually, is Rants and Robes. We're going to have a really fun show. Quincy is guest hosting. Please check us out, 8:30 YouTube live. We're going to have some fun. This Saturday is Love and Success with the Porch Talk podcast platform. You'll have Shorty, Diana, Rocky, and Big Fella. Good show planned. Please tune in. 4 p.m. Facebook. Rocky Road Productions LLC is the name of the group. And immediately following, Vitamin D is back. Vitamin D is back. GP sent me some stuff too, y'all. Let me shout out the Atlanta Falcons because they doing their thing, and I gotta give it to GP. So give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. But they are looking to go to Florida now. The team has moved past whatever they could do here in Michigan. In Ford Field, they took home the title. So he said that they are traveling to St. Louis November 19th through the 21st to play for the Midwest Championship and the opportunity to represent the Midwest in Florida for the national title. So if I already said they going to Florida, we know they winning in St. Louis. They will win out. The score was 38-0. They played at Ford Field against the Jaguars this past weekend, and they did their thing. So I'm proud of GP in that sense, just getting the team together. He's already has his own sons, but he takes his time out of work and his own personal family to also be there for the guys on the football team. So congratulations. Congratulations again to the Southfield Falcons. Guys, again, thank you so much for being on this ride with me continuous week by week. I really appreciate and love you guys. Again, this is the last pre-recorded episode. We are moving to live on Tuesdays at 7. We are going to do the show live. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, we just going to do it. We're going to do it big. All right, y'all. So thank you. And I will see you guys next week live.